Sangapadakramopanishadayam Saha Yanavastitadadgatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yoginaha Shantam Navidusura Sravana Shri Bhagavanuvāca Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Dhanam Damascha Yajñascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyamakrodha Tyaga Shantirapaisunam Daya Bhuteshwaloluptvam Mardhavam Rirachapalam Teja Kshama Dhruti Saucham Adroho Nati Manita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Abhijatasya Bharata. So true to the understanding of one's own self, the dispositions that the person enjoys is described as the Daivi Sampat. Daivi Sampat, in English, divine dispensations, qualities, noble virtuous qualities, which is so much at a premium in the human society, like compassion, non-violence, fearlessness, all that things we saw, and he gives a huge list of it. Avayam santasajuddhi jnana yoga vyavastiti. Effortlessly the person always remains with himself. Therefore, from that, when you are there, always thus with yourself, it becomes very difficult to get worked up. And since most of the emotions like anger, hatred, jealousy are huge built-ups, the person who is conscious doesn't allow those huge built-up to take place. If you are a very conscious entity, conscious person, you don't allow yourself to succumb to a built-up. That is how you can succeed in curbing your almost can't really use adjective ruthless emotions. Emotions are not ruthless. You can curb your emotions, which appears to be irrational emotions for the average individual. It becomes, you don't have such irrational emotions. Emotions you have, every person will have emotions. Whether these emotions have a justification, a rationale behind it, or totally irrational. Most of the time, when you come under the spell of an emotion like infatuation, obsession, anger, mindless jealousy, hatred, those type of things are totally irrational. Because mostly these emotions are born from a self-hatred. From self-love, these type of emotions will not be born. When you are in love with yourself, it matters not what the other people talk about it, whether they recognize your greatness, they do not recognize your greatness, they point out your weakness, it makes no difference to you. Because as I told you this morning, long before other people point out my glory or my limitations, I am aware of it. Since I am aware of my limitation, I don't get angry with other people when they point out my limitation. Since I am aware of my glory, I don't feel flattered. Or if somebody doesn't recognize it, it also makes no difference because I know who I am. At the same time, this is not a self-righteousness, because it's not that I am the only one glorious, or I am the only one conscious, or I am the only one right. No, everybody is same. The quality or the truth that I am, you are, like what they call Purushottama, Kshetragya, whatever name you like it, Para Prakriti, Ishvara, Paramatma, whatever you say, that is the nature of everybody. Therefore, a totally unbridled, unregulated flow of compassion. For the ignorant man, unbridled anger. For a wise person, you can say, you can use that, it's like the floodgate of compassion opens and doesn't destroy, it sustains people, sustains everything. And that is what he continuing the list, Mardavam Mrudu Bhavam. Speaking in such a way, it will come in the 18th chapter, little more also will come. The Mardavam Mrudu Bhavam, where you, such a way that other person doesn't feel hurt. Hari, Lajja, ashamed of one's own weakness. If I have a weakness, I'm ashamed of it. I'm not proud of it. Achapalam, and unnecessary movement of the limbs is restricted. That is achapalam, unrestricted movements of limbs, usually a sign of restlessness. Like many people do that. And if you allow them to sit down on a lawn, by the time they get out, they are lawn mower, cutting grass, everything is fallen. Sometimes people do that. They will hold a bus ticket. Some people do that. They hold a bus ticket. After throwing, they remember, bus ticket is thrown. The person doesn't know that he has thrown it. When I was in college, it happened one day. We went to a movie. Me and my friend and his fellow friend sits down, boom, it hits the wooden plank. Because the fellow who has gone there, he must have found a little hole in that seat. Said, digging, the whole sponge is out. So all the sponge is taken away. So now he fell into that. Unconscious, totally unconscious activity anyway. And that restlessness of the limbs come from the restlessness of the mind. Because body cannot move unless it is, sort of directed by a restless mind. It has to, your physical behavior. If the dog is running, something is making run inside. The human being is running, restless, naturally something is from the inside. When the car is on speed, you don't say car is crazy, you say driver is crazy. The body is restless, there is a physical restless movement, you know it is not the person, it is not the body, but it is the one's own, like the thoughts of various kinds. Having told this, now it goes into other qualities. Teja, Kshama, Dhruti, Saucham, Adroha, Natimanita, Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim, Avijatasya Bharata, Tejas. Tejas means brilliance. What type of brilliance? Pragalbhyam. Capacity to speak, capacity to communicate, because you are absolutely sure of yourself. So capacity to communicate, pragalbhyam. That brilliance what you talk about, it is not something, very nicely Shankara says, not tvagata dipti, not the brilliance of the skin. That is Anna Tejas, that is not a Brahma Tejas. The brightness of the body, very healthy, as in Indian context, is healthy looking. Fat person means healthy looking. When you say that, it is not, is Anna Tejas. It is not from the standpoint of the Brahma Tejas, not from the knowledge of the Absolute, but food. You take food, so you look very, sort of. We are not talking about that type of brilliance. We are talking about the brilliance of the Brahma Tejas, or the Tejas Pragalbhyam. Excellent in communication, excellent in interaction. It is because you are totally conscious. When you are conscious, the steps that you shall take is flawless steps. Even if there is a little flaw, you know how to mend it, how to correct it, because you do not overstep. Only see, when you are angry, restless, jealous, the steps that you take are very wrong steps. That is why you have to creating the mess becomes very easy, but fixing the mess becomes very difficult. How long it takes to create a mess? Anywhere. Suppose to mix up everything. You have got the dal, rice, everything, you are hungry and threw it together, all mixed up. Separate it, let us see. You will find it extremely difficult. Anything for that matter. Creating a mess is very, very, very easy. But to fix it up becomes very difficult. That is why very conscious steps, tejas. And then kshama, and therefore the person is kshama, that is very, very forgiving. Akrustasya taditasya antar vikriya anutpatti. Akrustasya taditasya. Whether you are challenged, punished, tormented, vikriya anutpatti. The vikriya, there is no reaction inside. That is why kshama. If there is vikriya, if there is reaction inside, you cannot stop getting angry. Are you getting that point, please? That is why I was telling you, unless you feel hurt, you cannot hurt. If you feel hurt, sometimes, of course, because of your conscious behavior, that's the next line he says, Utpannayam vikriyayam prasamanam akrodha. Utpannayam vikriyayam. By chance that vikriya, that reaction has started coming up, Utpannayam vikriyayam prasamanam. You don't express that. That is akrodha, absence of anger. Don't say the reaction will not be there. It may not be there also. But by chance it is there, you don't act on that reaction. Then akrodha, you will be free from anger. So this is, you can ask the question, why should I do that? Do you want to continue the chain reaction or you want to cut the chain, cut the link? If you say, no, I want to continue, then take the consequences also. No, I don't want to cut it. I don't want to continue that. Okay, cut it. You cut it. Don't wait, you be the last word. Most people get in an argument because they want to have the last word. With me, it should come to an end. It doesn't work. If you are a conscious person, and if you cannot withdraw, or in your own language, if you cannot swallow it, you cannot withdraw, how do you expect the ignorant, insecure person to keep quiet? That is where you consciously withdraw. You don't allow the other person to be, win over the person, not necessary. Okay, you are talking, that's nice, fine. That's a good stand, take it. Withdraw. This is ultimate lesson in human behavior, you understand? Ultimate lesson in human behavior. In a transactional behavior, this is ultimate lesson. It is how you deal with your thought. Because each thought is like a person. If you know how to deal with your thought, you shall deal with other people. Are you getting that? If you know how to deal with your thought, you shall deal with every person. Because the other person sometimes Mr. Anger, Mr. Jealousy, Mr. Hatred, Mr. Crazy, Mr. Nice, Mr. Kind. As you deal with your thought, that is how you deal with the people. So if nothing touches you inside, outside world will not touch you. Kshama, so tyaja kshama, then tyaja kshama, dhruti, shaucham, dhruti, the dharyam. Strength to, in spite of your tiredness of the body, in spite of the tiredness of a physical tiredness, or even mentally you are tired, still have the strength to go on. That is the dhruti. Dharya means patience, but the dhruti means that's courage. That courage. In spite of the adverse situation, the courage to move ahead. In spite of the adverse situation. Even if somebody say something against you, you know you can punish, but you don't do that. You continue to move ahead. That is the dhruti. How does it happen? When you are happy with yourself, you ignore the offense. You ignore the so-called wrong statements from the other people and you continue. But suppose you are drowned by the humiliation, drowned by the disrespect the other person directs towards you, you cannot move. It's like riding the wave of humiliation. Riding the wave. As you riding the wave of prasansa, you are riding the wave of ninda. You are riding the wave of all eulogies. Everybody praises you. You don't get bogged down with it. You move on. Or somebody censures you. You move on. It doesn't make any difference. Understand? It's just like there is a movie called Whale Rider. You are emotion rider. You ride over your emotions. You don't allow the emotions to drown you. It's fantastic. It's just like when you surfing over a huge surfing wave. You surf over it. You use that power of the surfing to take you to the shore, not to drown you. So this type of waves are coming, emotions have come. You take it and be with yourself. And in case, please see, you write a thought. Just take this example. You write a thought. Long back I have written a nice poem on that, 20, 30 years back. You write a thought and see where it takes you. The thoughts will automatically go away. You are left to yourself. The thoughts cannot take you anywhere else. Where else can the thoughts take you? Think of it. If you do not go to the object of your thought, but ride the thought, thoughts have to disappear. You are left with yourself. Because thoughts have no substance. Unless you give a value to it. Are you getting that point, please? A thought is like a mindless statement from a friend. Think that example. The thought is like a mindless statement from a friend. Suppose you are sitting down, one fellow has nothing to do, comes and say, hey, like to go for a walk? You continue to read. He doesn't bother. He goes away again somewhere. He just come and told you. It's a mindless statement. Are you ready for going for a walk? You didn't bother. You just go on riding, he just goes away. Now you are sitting down and thinking. You are sitting, whatever you are doing. One thought comes, go for the kitchen. Ignore it. You continue to do what you do. That thought will not come back again. When you are getting, you consciously observe your inner landscape. Being yourself who you are. Then this is the things you will get. Kshama, dhruti, saucham, absolute saucham, purity. Purity in a sense, the thoughts that are there no more cannot drive you crazy, cannot push you to the outside, cannot push you into activity. Saucham, this nice two languages, Dividham, Mranjalam, Kutam, Bayam, Abhyantaram. The two types of saucha. One is outside, purity, inside. Manobuddhyo nirmalyam, that is Maya Ragadi Kalusya Abhavaiti Antara Saucha. Maya Ragadi Kalusya Abhava, where there is no deception inside, no definite like or dislike inside, that is a beautiful mind. And even if Maya, even if deception, Raga, Dvesha, they are, which will be inevitably as a thought it can exist, it doesn't impact you. It doesn't have any effect on you. You don't act on it. That is why beautiful person you are. Saucham adroha. Adroha. Adroha is adroha. That is parajighansa bhava. Ahimsanam. Parajighansa. You don't persecute others. You don't torture others. You don't. At no time. Just like a child. Child cannot stand you crying or being miserable. But that is a helplessness of the child. Even you are a happy person with yourself. If the other person decides not to be happy, that is other person's choice. But you don't make somebody unhappy. You are not responsible for it. Okay. How do you suppose, no, but somebody makes me unhappy. Why? Well, I don't want to study. They go on telling I should study. So? Or somebody makes me unhappy because points out that I am ignorant. Is it causing unhappiness? The person is already unhappy. You have to point it out. But suppose, no, don't point it out. Thank you. You don't have to point it out. You know exactly what is happening. You become like Sahadeva. In Sahadeva is a character in Mahabharata who knows all the solutions, but he will not give the solutions unless you ask for it. Even his own brothers, The Pancha Pandavas, the five Pandavas are very peculiar characters. The beauty of Mahabharata Ramayana is like that. Beautiful characters, each one like embodiment of one compassion, one embodiment of courage, one embodiment of hatred, jealousy, different, all good, bad forces, all are there, so beautiful dramatization. The Sahadeva is one who knows all the solutions, but he will not give it unless you ask. So like that, when somebody wants to suffer, even if you want to, unsolicited, if you advise him, the person will not take it. So why advise? But consciously you do not create any type of problem for anybody. Such a beautiful personality. Ask yours. That's why at the end of the day, take a stock of your activities at the end of the day. Just 2 minutes, stock of your activity. Did I hurt anybody today? No. If I have not given happiness, let me not cause unhappiness to anybody. Very important. See for yourself. Then adroha na atimanita. Atimanita na. What is atimanita? Atyartham manaha. Atimana. What is that? Yasyana vidyate. That is tad abhava. Pujya atisaya bhavana abhavityartha. Atimana means what? It's a beautiful. Na atimanita. Atimanita means the person who wants to be worshipped. Absence of demanding to be worshipped. That is atimana. Atmani pujyatva abhava. That I am a respected person. What do they think of it? Especially sadhus, you will see that. In the so-called holy people. As long as they are ordinary, they are studying, working, they may or may not. There is also is there. Like suppose you are managing director or you are the top boss, you are expecting to be saluted by everybody, greeted by everybody, and by chance somebody doesn't say good morning, you file it in your head. Who greeted me, who did not greet me. Like that, sadhus also. Very dangerous. The fellows will be waiting to be told as to who greeted me, who touched my feet, who shook my hand, who told my namaskar, who came and touched my feet and removed the sand also and took it on his head. So it depends on the more flattering you are, the greater fellow, the greater attention you will get, because this is an idiot. Atmani pujyatva bhava. One who thinks that you are the one to be respected, you can be so thoroughly punctured. Because somebody just to push up your ego will fall flat at your feet. Then when time comes, pull your leg in such a way you won't know what to do. So why should your worth be dependent upon other people recognizing it? This flower is in the plant with the most beautiful fragrance. Did it ever demand, pluck me and smell me? Or I am dying away like in a wild flower in the wilderness. Does it have that sense? Can you enjoy your life? Can you be a wild flower? Enjoy the fragrance. If somebody recognizes it, fine. Doesn't recognize it, so what? But unconsciously these things comes in. Especially when you're in a group, you are interacting with people. Suddenly that unconscious idea comes in. That who respects me? Who recognizes me? Who doesn't recognize me? And whoever recognizes you gets your attention. Whoever doesn't recognize you doesn't get your attention. Such a person cannot be anyway a leadership. Impossible. Because a leader is the one, he should be least demanding. Should be least demanding. No question of demanding respect. Can you command respect? If people do not respect you, they should feel uncomfortable. Such a nice man. I did not greet him. Sorry. They should feel bad. Why? Such a nice person. Never demands anything. So much of action, so much of sacrifice. Has done so much, but never asking anything. That is commanding respect. This Pujya Atmani Pujya Bhava Atimana is not there. Why? Because me being who I am is so beautiful, I don't want to be anybody else. That is why no boredom in life. What is boredom? Think. What is boredom? When I feel bored, what you are doing is less interesting than what you want to do. That time you are bored. What you are doing is in ashram. What you want to do is you are in a movie theater. Bored. What you are doing is studying the scriptures. What you want to do is watch a movie, go for a tour or hang around somewhere. You'll be bored. What you are doing is sitting down in the room. What you want to do is hang around. You'll be bored. What you are doing is you must do asanas. What you want to do is simply sleep. You'll be bored. Understand? When do you enjoy life? When you do what you want to do. Whatever you are doing, that's what you want to do. You want to do yoga, you are doing asanas. You want to study, you are studying. You want to go around, you are going around. How beautiful it is. Extension. Who is the person, happy man, who doesn't want to be anybody other than who he is now? Who I am is so interesting, I don't want to be anybody else. You are getting that point? So beautiful. Who I am is so interesting. I don't want to be somebody else. I am the happiness itself. Why should I be somebody else? No role is more attractive than your being who you are. Are you getting that point, please? The actor itself is so beautiful, the roles doesn't matter anymore. Who I am is so wonderful. Which role I should take? I will take a functional role, whatever comes on my way. It doesn't come, doesn't matter. I am as I am, excellent, absolutely beautiful. Such a person, no atimanita. You cannot demand anything from anybody. You don't want it. Why? Complication. If I demand respect from you, I have to live up to your expectation. Are you getting that point, please? The moment you demand expectation, you have to live up to expectation. You demand love, you expect, live up to your expectation. You will be exploited. You demand respect, you will be exploited. Anything you demand, you have to pay a price. Are you getting that point? If you demand, you have to pay a price. You demand respect. The person will pay you respect. But suppose you are walking slowly, a fellow is walking slowly, he should walk fast only, Then you have to now walk fast. Why? Because the flatterer is expecting you to walk fast. If you are who you are, absolutely sure of yourself, you are comfortable with yourself and you make everybody feel comfortable around you. You make everybody feel comfortable around you. Nobody feels uncomfortable around you because you have no such rigidities, no such boundaries, no such expectations of any kind. Absolutely flexible. And please understand, friends, when you become a very flexible person, people around automatically change. If they don't change, in that atmosphere, they'll never change. And if they don't change, they will blame only themselves because they were given all the chances, but they did not make use of it. So there is no question of forcing. It's a fantastic line. Atimanida bhavanti sampadam daivim. Hey Arjuna, these are abhijatasya, the person who is born, awakened unto himself. For such a person, abhijatasya, daivi sampad bhavati. This is the sampada. This is the daivi sampad, divine dispensations, virtuous, noble qualities effortlessly come through it. Now go into the unknown, strange terrain of bad qualities, which no. Okay, read that. Dambho darpoti manasya krodha parushyameva cha ajnanam cha abhijatasya partha sampadamasurim dambho darpoti manasya krodha parushyameva cha ajnanam cha abhijatasya partha sampadamasurim. Right, now he say that, please see. Dambha, so now he says, Atha idanim asuri sampat uchyate. Asuri sampat. What is asuri sampat? That the almost, if you can English word direct, literal translation, demonic qualities. In a sense, unbecoming values. There are some becoming qualities which are becoming in the sense which helps you to with yourself. Or when you are with yourself, those are the qualities. That is Daivi Sampat. Unbecoming qualities are which prevents you from being with yourself. Asura. Doesn't make a Daiva. Makes you Asura. Very, very sort of unbecoming personality where there is no grace, no kindness, no nothing. How is he such a person? One verse. Dambha. Dambha means dharmadhvajitam. Dambha. Very proud, very arrogant. I am the only religious person. Dharmadhvaji. Vesha, bhusha, chaturyadevihi swamahatva pragatanam. Dambha. Vesha, dress. Dresses up like a religious man. Vesha. Bhusha, that is ornaments, adorations, different types of things. As Bhagavan Shankara will say, Udarannamittam bahukruta vesha, kashayamra bahukruta, putting on fancy ochre cloth, chandan, vibhuti, mala, all these things are there. So that what? Now, instead of dress adorning instead of he adorning the dresses, he puts on the dress to adorn him. Other difference. In somebody, dress becomes a beautiful, dress becomes an adoration, a blessing. Somebody hides behind the dress. That is the one, Dambha. Hides behind a dress, hides behind a lifestyle, and considers himself, I am the most religious person. Dharmadhvajitvam, darpa, abhimana, dhana sampati nimitta abhimana. I have the wealth, I have the money at my disposal. So you can be a materially rich person or the so-called religious symbols you carry on. As a result, both people, whether you can be a material fanatic, a secular fanatic, or a religious fanatic, both you can be. Darpa, abhimanasya, because of the wealth. Okay, just see, atimanasya, so atimanasya, atmani, pujya bhavana. I am the one, the best person. There is nobody like me. You see it in the world all along. Anywhere you go into the outside, when you go into the normal world of transactions, these are the type of people you come across. Just because the fellow is in a government office, you can't touch him. Or just because he has a new motorcycle, that is the end of it. Or he is a member of a political party, or he is a member of a religious organization. Just because of this little something. He is the president of the particular union. It doesn't matter whether it is sweepers union or IAS officers union or the military officers union, retired people's union. He is president. You cannot touch it. Sadhu Mahasabha president, It is a sadhu organization president also. Oh boy, very powerful is he. Dambha, atimanasya, atmani pujya bhava. Such people for whom the position is so enchanting, such people to whom position grants importance, instead of they granting importance to position, useless people. Like Indian presidents. First few presidents of India were men of high caliber. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Radhakrishnan. If you look at these people of high caliber, they were placed there. Now, these politically selected people, unto them, this greatness is thrust upon. They are the ones politically. Therefore, they were crying to be in that post. Therefore, somebody has put them. Or the party will find it comfortable to approach this particular person. Therefore, they have been placed. It means nothing. The president post is disrespected. Same thing also, atimana. When the person is proud of the post, but the post is not adorned by this individual, atimana. Such people you come across always in life. Krodha, anger. Very angry. Anybody touches, anybody challenges his position, his authority, dismiss. Krodha. Anybody challenges it. Anything, any obstacle to the unbridled emotional response from this person, he shall be finished. Krodha, anger. Parushyamevacha. Parushya means, Parusha. Parusha means very pathetic emotion it is. Parusha means, what? Parusha means, Parusha Vachanam. Parusha Vachanam means, Yatha Kanam Chakshusman. Very pathetic. Parusha is a very, very painful emotion. You know what? Parusha Vachanam means, a person is lame. The person is lame. And you call him, oh, Padmapada. See that lotus feet? The person has kana. He says, Kanam Chakkusman. The person kana. He has one eyes. Look at this beautiful eyes this man has. Atapur. That is how these heartless, mindless people, arrogance. To a poor man, you say, Mr. Tycoon has come. Who? The landlord sits down on the charpai, smoking on the hookah, and the poor villagers has come, and suppose he is standing, and he is not sitting down, the man says, sit down. If he doesn't sit down, oh, offer the governor one place. Ide, Parushya. Heartless. Calling the poor man rich. One-eyed person, most beautiful eyes. Little physically ugly, misshaped person as the Mr. Universe, Miss Universe. This is the sort of a deceptive and very hurtful statement. But the person freely does it. Asura. Understand? Parushyamevacha ajnanam cha. Ajnanam, ignorance. Doesn't know anything about anything. Partha abhijatasya. Partha sampadam asurim. Dambha cha abhijatasya. When these things are born for the asura sampat, these are the qualities which are called asura sampat. Now you can start wondering, the Daivi sampat 3 verses, Asuri sampat only half a verse. Why is it so? Because you shall get a feast of it for next 17 verses. The little bit only is just the tip of the iceberg. The snake's head is only visible. The whole snake will come out, you will see now. This is just an introduction, trailer. This is just a trailer. Just the trailer. And you shall see that how terrible qualities you shall see. Read it. Just as you can pass through. Read. Daivi sampad vimokshaya nibandhaya surimata masu cha sampadam daivim abhijatosi pandava Dovhuta sargau lokesmin Daiva asura evacha Daivo vistarasha prokta Asuram partha me srunu. So having thus giving reference to Daivi Sampat, becoming values, Asuri Sampat, unbecoming traits of human mind. Now Bhagavan says, Daivi Sampat vimokshaya. Daivi Sampat helps you in vimoksha, in mukti, liberating you, helping you to be who you are. As when you see who you are, Daivi Sampati is effortless. If you consciously practice those values, it shall prepare you to be with yourself. Listen carefully. Take two examples. Krodha, akrodha. Simple example. Krodha, akrodha. Suppose a person is very angry. Krodha. Huh? Angry means what? He cannot tolerate any challenge to himself. Okay, Krodha. Very, very angry. Anything he does, anything he speaks, anything he suggests, if that is not accepted, the hell is let loose. Angry. Now, is such a person, what does it mean? The ahankar, the individuality is so strong, unbending. Unbending individuality. Everybody must bend to him. Such people cannot live in the group. Becomes very difficult. And by chance there is a group, the group will be shattered. Because everybody must bend to that will. And it doesn't work. So everybody disappears, unbending. Now, a person with this unbending, unconsciously, he sends a message to himself, this I, the individuality, should not be given up. Contrast it with a person, a krodha, who is tired of this anger. Why am I doing like this? Why this anger comes? Oh, when my views are not accepted, what I say is not respected, whatever thoughts I share is not, given importance, I am getting wild. But then it should not be like that. There are so many opinions. I think something wrong. Meaning, I am wrong. My thought, I should not be holding on to. You are loosening your individuality. You are preparing yourself to be yourself, the absolute. Are you getting that point, please? In one place is unbending individuality. In another place, the individuality starts rocking. No, it's not the right thing to do. Yes. You are now preparing yourself. That mind will receive the understanding of himself. Daivi Sampat. One person says, see, selfish, selflessness, selfish behavior. Blankets are given. What is my blanket? What is my blanket? That man is given yellow color. Why am I giving only blue color? So blue color blanket gives you more heat than the yellow color blanket, right? Color. For color fighting. Thinking, why should I do that? I don't want to do that. So I should be the first one to pick up the blanket. Now everybody will be listening to that joke, isn't it? But the person doesn't understand why. Selfish to the core. Me. My wish. My need. First me. When the thing comes, first I select. Then others only do that. Mahadeva. You will never understand the oneness of himself. Another person, mind may have, because ignorance, the mind may suggest, I must take the first one. But somebody says, no, you come and take it. Then you tell to yourself, it's okay. It's all right. Let somebody take. The moment you keep yourself behind, not ahead of others, what is happening? Now you are loosening your individuality. Selflessness just rising. It's not me anymore. It's okay. Let them take. You take the last one. Whatever is last left out, I'll take it. Whew. In the beginning stages, people will say, this fellow is stupid. You are ignorant, you are stupid. How can you be like that? If you do like that, everybody rides over you. Everybody, you are like a doormat. Everybody goes over you. You don't worry about it. You have chosen to be the last. You take it. When you get established in yourself, you are the first. Why? So happy, so contented with yourself. Your selflessness is no more looked upon as a weakness. For most people, goodness is a weakness. Because it's not backed by wisdom. As even badness is a weakness, understand. Some people, being angry is a weakness. Other person incapable of being angry, weakness. For some people, anything, no. For some other person, even at his inconvenience, yes, I'll help, I'll do it for you. Huh. So everybody says, this fellow is a simpleton. Everybody takes advantage of him. Yes, if your goodness is backed by ignorance and helplessness, it is a weakness, as even your badness. But when you use that goodness, that disposition, because your interest is not there, ahankara takes a back seat, you use it to know yourself, then your goodness gains a strength behind it. I don't retaliate because I don't have to retaliate. Previously, I don't retaliate. Why? I can't retaliate. And I don't want to get into mess. Understand? Sounds a little too much, but let me be a little stupid and proud, not proud, a little bit stupid, give my personal example. Even now, you go to my school, my college, my friends, you never get one incident where I had been angry with somebody. I'm just telling you as just very impersonal way. Never. How? I don't know. Never. Always laughing, joking, that time also. Joke and me go together. In school days, college days, anytime. So never tell anything to anybody angry. But if somebody tells something to me, understand, by chance somebody tells something to me, I can't retaliate also. I had a Shiva photo. I'll go to that photo and I say, why is he talking that like to me? I'll be miserable. Suppose one person is talking something, very rarely that moment comes. Why is he talking like that? I can't retaliate. I don't want to retaliate, but I don't know what to deal with it. So I had a Shiva photo. I'll talk to this photo. Why is he talking like that? Oh God, you take care. Now, but that's a beautiful disposition of the mind. Come to this knowledge, understood. After that, good because good. I'm happy. So let 100 people say, 100 million people say also, makes no difference anymore. Why? The goodness has a strength now. And because of that, I can be bad also. Suppose somebody is trying to play games, you can play double game, no problem. Easily you can defeat other person. But should not. At any time you cannot initiate anything wrong. Because when you are powerful, do you punish simple people? Think, you are a big man, 5 feet 9 inches, 3-year-old child, tell you something. Will you give him such a slap, will you fly? Does anybody ever do that unless you are abusive father or mother? When you are happy with yourself, can you punish somebody? You can only get angry. Why are you doing like that? Yeah, he goes, you smile. And the fellow says, I'm sorry, okay, go. What is there? That disposition, understand. The goodness must be supported by the wisdom. That's why Asura Sampad, Daivi Sampad, both are there. Masucha Sampadam Daivi. So, Daivi Sampad Vimokshaya. This Daivi Sampad, becoming values, helps you to liberate it. Nibandhaya Asuri Mata. Asuri Sampad will tie you down more and more. Your anger, your hatred, your jealousy, your everything makes you more and more and more. You get totally tied down. If you have anger, you don't need any external enemy. Don't worry. You have hatred, you have jealousy, you want to be gossiping, your mind will be unnecessarily talking nonsense to you. Because you are spinning. You are spinning all the time. How shall I tell against that fellow? How did he do that? How to organize such a thing? What shall you be thinking on? Brahman? You'll be thinking only nonsense inside yourself. Therefore your mind is absolutely, has no rest. Always busy talking about others, thinking about others. Asuri Sampat. Therefore, Nivandhaya, you are tied down. And if you have anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, all these things, you don't need anybody else to torture you. You have enough within yourself. You don't need any God. You don't need any devil. You don't need anybody. Don't worry about it. And that Daiva Asura, both within yourself. In this Upanishadic tradition, there is no negativity in God. Ishvara, all pervasive. Human being. In you Daivam, in you Asura. Both is there. You can make Daivam. Everything you can make Daivam. Or if you don't know, Ahankar can make everything negative quality. Asura. Asdo. So anyway, these two qualities, Mother. Masucha, so when now Arjuna will be worried, Maharaj, you have told, what have I got? Have I Daivi Sampat or Asura Sampat? Bhagavan says, Masucha, hey Arjuna, don't worry. Sampadam Daivim Abhijatosi Pandava. Hey Pandava, Daivi Sampad Abhijatosi. You have all Daivi Sampat. Same thing, when a student, a person who is interested in this knowledge, comes to this contemplative and knows how to deal with pain, pleasure, convenience, inconvenience, likes, dislikes, and a beautiful personality. What shall you call him? Daivi Sampat Abhijatosi. Don't worry, you have Daivi Sampat. Compared to millions and billions of people in the world, lost in the world. Don't want to get out of it. Lost in the Asuri Sampat. Even to be interested in this knowledge, you must be Daiva Sampat. Therefore, having come to this knowledge, watch out. See your Asuri Sampat left apart. And what are they? Bhagavan said, Do bhuta sargo lokesmin. Daiva asurevacha. Lokesmin, in this creation, do bhuta sargo, two types of creation. Daiva asura evacha. Daiva asura. Deva asura. So Devata Asura, now you see that? Not in God, not in the heavens, Devata and Asuras fighting. In this creation, among the human beings, there are Devatas, there are Asuras. Among the human beings, in you, there is a Devata, there is also Asura. Now which side you want to help? You choose. You say, no, I shall be Asura party. Political party, no, two political parties are there. I am the Deva party or Asura party? Asura party. In you, both are there. And it's completely up to you. Completely up to you. That is where comes your tradition. Guru, teacher, tradition, whatever tradition. Where the person emphasizes selfishness, especially in society which emphasizes individuality, encourages strong individuality, condones all activities of the individuality. What shall you create? Little asuras. 10-year-old fellow, Rakshasa. Pure Asura. Me, whatever I say must be done. Oh, you cannot live for others. Everybody for himself. That is why today's world, where the individuality is the ultimate icon, it is a total Asuric society. Asura Sampat. Me. Nobody else. First me. Everything is provided for me. But when I start harvesting, it is also for me. Hey, so many people helped you to grow up. It doesn't matter. They're doing their duty. What about your duty? My duty towards myself, Asura Sampat. See, a generation of Rakshasas. Are you getting that point, please? Asura. Daiva Asurevas. Daivo Vistarasa Prokta. Hey Arjuna, I have given you elaborate description on Daivata, Daiva Sampat. Why? Until now, up to 16th chapter, whatever guna has been told, about what? Only Daivi Sampat. Amanitvam, Avadambitva, Ahimsa, Kshanti, Arjavam, Sthita Prajna Lakshana, Jnani Lakshana, Yogi Lakshana, meditation, Bhakta, Bhakti, all these are what? Pure Daivi Sampat. 16 chapters, 15 chapters have been told on Daivi Sampat. Vistaraso Maya Prokta. Elaborately I have told you all these things. Asuram Parthame Srunu. Now we shall give at least one chapter for the Rakshasas. One Asura Kravati has to show that. Why is it so? To encourage it. No, so that you can recognize it. So that you can recognize, oh, Daivi Sampati, you take it for granted. So sometimes by listening to only good things, absolute Brahman, Atman, Paramatma, Paramesh, Purushottama, absolute happiness, absolute joy, sometimes you may thinking other things don't exist. No, 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 no. They are existing. You watch out. Just don't describe. The jungle is full of beautiful flowers, lovely fruits, beautiful trees, nice mountains. That is also there. But there are also pythons, anaconda, the cougar, the lions, little leeches. As you walk through, without your knowing, they are all gone into you. And after 1 hour, the fat shows will be hanging from your body in Mugamika forest. When you come down from the Sarvagya Pita to Mother's shrine, I remember those days, some 30 years back, Ishvara. Early morning we started walking, and I had no chappal. The other person never had a chappal. That I also didn't have chappal. How to walk on that? I can buy that, but that Swami had knew. After 1 hour walking, he said, Swami, wait. I said, why? I was little. I said, what happened? No, wait. And he bends down to me. I said, what are you doing? Then between every toes, he takes away one leeches. For he has already, because he's used to. So before the bite, because if they bite and stay, thereafter, you have to take a crane to remove them. Because so, like a stick, they stick like that. But before they bite, it's small ones, so throw. So then I knew, I said, what are these things? This is leeches. I said, water only leeches, leaf also whatever leeches. But that is what in jungle you have. You don't know that? So every half an hour we stop. Now I looked at it. What are the decorations in the feet? There are nothing. So remove it and go. So only if you say, beautiful forest, lovely sunrise, she will say, oh, look at this lovely bird. Oh, look at this nice squirrel. Yes, but what about the leeches and the snakes? You better watch out. Life also like that. In this creation of a beautiful garden, there are lovely animals, beautiful emotions, but also there are hints of anaconda, python, sharks, ferocious animals. So have a look at it. And once you know them, for the wild animals, jungle becomes more beautiful. What is the jungle without ferocious animals? But as long as I don't allow them to bite me. So are you a wildlife enthusiast? You have a huge forest inside you. You are the forest. Beautiful animals, beautiful trees, fragrant flowers, edible fruits, poisonous ivy. Animals also are there. Now you better know the whole thing. Why? So that you know for yourself and you see that you don't misuse this wealth that is given to you. Okay? Don't say, it will not be with me. No, it will be with you. Don't worry. You can't live without it. Both will be there. Bhutas, lokesmin, do bhuta sargo. Two things will be there. Daivi sampat, asura sampat. Somebody uses it, somebody doesn't use it. But both possibilities shall be there. Having told this, then Bhagavan continues. What is that? Yes, what are they? Just read the first verse. When I come back, we shall see. So from verse number 7, from 7 to next 15-20 verses, you shall listen to the glory of the inglorious. Read. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janana vidurasuraha nasaucham napi chacharah nasatyam teshu vidyate asatyam apratishtamte jagadahuranishwaram aparaspara sambhutam kimanyat kama haitukam See all that later on. Just see that word asura. That's enough. Then you shall see what type of descriptions will follow. All the things is so familiar. Today's world just fits in. Every time, every human society will fit in. But today is much more it fits in. First, take the word asura. What is the asura? Asun, prana, that is asusu. Asu means prana. Asusu, praneshu, indriyeshu, vishayeshu ramante iti asura. That's a beautiful definition. Asushu, praneshu, vishayeshu, indriyeshu ramante iti asura. Those people, those who revel in Vishaya Indriya, in the sense object, sense organ, sensations, nothing else. Asura. There is a subtle happiness, understand, there is a subtle happiness and there is a gross happiness. Like reading a poetry, that's the thing, reading a poetry, watching a sunset, reading an intriguing drama, a portrayal of human emotion, looking at a lovely painting, that is one type of happiness. Another one is gross sensations, food and sex. There are two things already you have seen. More of it, I don't have to tell, it is coming now. You'll see that. The whole emphasis is on sensation. Merchants of pleasure. Merchants of dream. Dream merchants. What are that? If you only hear this music, if only you can touch that, if only you can taste this, if only you can smell this one, if only you can see this. Today's world, what are they doing? Selling these sensations. Travel agencies, what are they doing? Happiness in different destinations, not at your home. Tourist means what? Get out of your house, don't be bored. What is the message? Are you getting that point? What is the message for the tourist? You are bored in your home. Go to these places. And you also, what do you say? Must be. Why? I'm so bored at home. So what shall I do? Go there. Then what will happen? You forget your sorrows. Can I solve my sorrows? Forget your sorrows. Then what should you do? Come back to sorrow. Why? So that you are now enough energized to face your sorrow. Tourism. Okay? Think. Welfare society. Welfare society means what? Nobody shall cause any problem for you. Train on time. Electricity 24 hours. Telephone never fails. Everything is organized. So, you don't have time to complain. You don't see the other side of it. It is just like Buddha. What was Buddha's life? The father was told, this boy will be either a king or a renunciate. The father did not want him to be a renunciate. So provided him everything. Everything provided. His father did not want him to see death. Did not want to see him old age. Did not want to see the disease. He did not even want to see a dead leaf. So the garden is green, everything is green, surrounded by youth, surrounded by property, prosperity. They never saw anything. One day he saw, he freaked out. Totally freaked out. What is this fellow walking with this stick? Who is this? Old man. What is old man? What is this old man? We have never seen an old man. What is this old man? Everybody becomes old. You mean I shall be old? Yes, freaked out. What is this? Everybody is walking. Why that fellow is somebody is carried? He is dead. What is dead? Everybody dies. I will also die? Yes. He totally went out bonkers. That day he decided to leave the palace because it's such a shock of his life. Today we have kept in a shock-proof society. Everything is provided. House, car, good road, good house, everything is wonderful. Everything is provided for you. Think. So that you cannot complain. Sensations of every kind. Asusu pranesu ramante. If you don't get a chance, you shall only question. If there is a disappointment, you will question. So as far as possible, lose yourself. But friends, in spite of your best arrangement in relation to electricity, road, car, tax system, medical system, you cannot rule one thing by constitutional amendment or declaration: human emotions. No government can promulgate an order, from today onwards, everybody is happy. How? We have provided everything, and that is the problem. If anything goes crazy, you shall fight the government, throw the government out. But when it comes to your personal emotions with your boyfriend, girlfriend, personal emotions with your father and mother, personal emotions with your friend of any kind, that time no government interferes. Neither they can. They can pave the road for you, 24 hours electricity for you. They cannot say, oh, you have a man or woman, 24 hours good emotion towards him. Have 24 hours good emotion for him. Can you have a furniture piece with you like that? A robot created for you? Whatever you want, it will emote. Whatever you say. No government can do it. That is where not only they cannot control other people's emotion for you, they cannot control your emotions from coming up. Reading that. When your emotions comes up, what do? You don't know what to do. Why? You are trained to asusu, pranesu, vishayeshu, indriyasu ramante. You are trained to take your pleasure only from sensations of every kind: sound, touch, taste, smell, sight. So either the inanimate object, music, gives me happiness, or musician gives me happiness. So some people fall for music, some people fall for musician. What a headache. Touches of every kind. Some people like touches, soft, hard. Some people like the person who touches hard or soft. Sight of every kind. Taste of every kind. Smells of every kind. Imagine. Upbringing, whole human upbringing is getting yourself obsessed, infatuated with some sense object or sensation or others. Now, what happens in the world? People who want to enjoy are more. What is to be enjoyed is less. Therefore, kill each other. Few places to go. Everybody wants to go there. A musician comes, sell-out crowd. How much sell-out? 100,000 crowd. But 200,000 people want stampede, disappointment. Some movies to be seen. Some food has to be eaten. Few restaurants. And then you go on grading it. This is the best restaurant, this is the best movie, this is the thing. Then you are always falling short of the best. Because only billionaires can enjoy. So you are permanently disabled. Why? I will never be rich. I can never have access to these pleasures. You understand? How? Why is it so? In our generation, there are billions of disappointed people. Education, media. Not that they are father, grandfather generations, they are not disappointed people. But not this much of disappointment, because they didn't have the dreams. Therefore, they didn't have the nightmare. We have been now taught how to dream. But how to fulfill the dream? That is your business. Educating means teaching you how to dream. How to fulfill? Your business. So, pravrutim cha nivrutim cha janana vidura asura. Asura janahana vidu, asuras. This person who thus revel in their sensations and sensation hunting, they do not know pravruti nivruti, what they should do, what they should not do. That discrimination just doesn't exist. For my pleasure, I'll do anything. You want to sell drug? Why not? You want to do gun running? Why not? Prostitution ring? Why not? Mafia? Anything is okay. Why? Money. That power I must get. Sell liquor? Why not? Anything. Earn money. Why? That money gives me the access to every sensation I like. How many people are subtle to believe that love, affection, that is all idealistic. Nowadays, it has become very rare specimen. If you say you are happy with yourself, yesterday I received a letter from some country, somebody has written a letter. Swamiji, I attended this camp. In one camp we are somewhere in some part of the world. It's so beautiful, so wonderful. I'm alone in this big city. Nobody to share this knowledge is so beautiful. I cannot hang around them. At the same time, I cannot discuss with anything with them. I don't know what to do. I'm going nuts. By chance he tells somebody, there is no happiness here, happiness in yourself. A huge crowd will put out the finger at them and laugh. Hey, nuts. Come join the party, dance, sing, eat, jump. I say, no, I'm tired. Then you are alone. There is nobody for you. What to do? Think of it. So the madness must continue. We'll see that. The whole, na saucham napi achara. No sense of right, wrong, purity, impurity, becoming behavior, unbecoming behavior. What is that? Father can be respected, disrespected, mother can be neglected, disrespected, friends can be cheated, anything can be done. Why? I want to be happy. Asura jana. You don't care your father is unhappy, your mother is unhappy, your sisters are affected, your brother is affected, your son is affected, your husband is affected, your wife is miserable. It doesn't matter. Why? Me. I. Na achara. Na satyam teshu vidyate. Never shall you get a grain of truth from them. Everything is compromise. Everything is compromise. Why? For my happiness, anything can be done. Compromise. Hey, but you told them that you are his friend. No, it's all right. You told them you should join that job. No, I have got a better one. Anything. There is no commitment. Nothing. Na achara. Why is it so? Listen carefully. Why is it so? The real commitment begins with you. I am happy with myself. Only when you lose touch with that, you go everywhere. Since the person is not in touch with himself, he can't stop with something. Because that is where, if you stop, it's like a river taking the turn to other source. But not many people like to stop. Because everybody wants to be outgoing. Enjoying. Very rarely you shall come across a person such like that. You will see that when I go, asatyam apradishtam de jagadahuranishwaram. There is no God in this world. There is no truth. Asatyam apradishtam de. There is nothing called truth. There is nothing called God. Then where from this comes? Aparaspara sambhutam. Between man and woman. A man and woman join, creation begins. There is no creation. Yerke means natural. Everything natural. Male-female principle join, the creation begins. What is there? Therefore produce us. Jagadahu Ranishwaram. Kimanyat kama haitugam. What else is there in life except kama, desire, lust, passion? Enjoy, lust, passion, do that. Creation is sustained, you are sustained. Rakshas. Does it sound familiar? The whole generation is like that. That's why if you go too much into it, sometimes you may get sucked into it. That is why watch out carefully. In a sense, it's so, the world is like that. I say first establish yourself, see what it is, Daivi Sampat. Then know, Asura Sampat, selfishness. You are happy with yourself. Nowhere you ever get affected by anything. All emotions are blissful because that is avayam, sattva suddhi, jnana yoga. No fear, no jealousy, no hatred, no nothing. Why? Everything is Ishvara. Purushottama iti udaruta. One who sees same truth everywhere. Those who do not see, they have gone in a different way. We'll see that. Close your eyes.